Hey guys, today we're checking out a laptop sent in by Illegear for review. It is their Onyx G, and I think this is an amazing laptop, especially for the gamers on the go. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and unbox this. Alright, so before we get into the specs of this laptop, let's quickly unbox it because that's worth looking at. We are immediately greeted by the Onyx G. I really like how this laptop looks like. The body is made out of an anodized aluminium and the logo looks really great. Let's have a quick look at the laptop. It's got some weight to it. It feels good in the hand. And there's also a lot of ventilation holes at the back. This thing will be running a lot of games. Let's quickly put this to the side and see what else is inside the box. So we've got 3 compartments here. In the middle it's empty, but I would guess in your retail box this is where the documentation will be in. On the right we have the power brick, pretty hefty. And on the left I would assume there is, this is the plug for the adapter. So that's pretty much it for the unboxing. Let's get into the specs of this laptop. The unit that I have is running an Intel 10th generation i7 CPU, an RTX 2070 Super GPU, 256GB of M.2 NVMe SSD storage, and 32GB of memory. So the beautiful display that you're looking at right now is Illegear's own Infinivision display, which is their narrow bezel display technology. Because of the narrow bezels, the 15.6-inch screen fits within a typical 14-inch laptop casing. The display is also running at 240Hz. The keyboard is also Illegear's own Geneswitch brown mechanical keyboard. Brown switches are known for their silent but tactile feel. Even my main gaming keyboard on my desktop is using brown switches. Here's how their keyboard sounds like. The Onyx G also has individually lit keys that are fully RGB customizable. On the top right, we have 2 buttons. On the right is the power button, and on the left is a shortcut to 3 different fan modes. The webcam is actually placed at the bottom bezel, right under their logo. And this is what it sounds and looks like. The webcam also supports Windows Hello, which is a great way to log in into your Windows computer. The laptop also has a massive trackpad with Windows precision drivers. And another cool feature of this trackpad is that on the top left, if you tap twice, you can disable the trackpad. This is really handy when you're gaming with an external mouse. You can enable and disable it by tapping the top left or through a keyboard shortcut. On the right side of the laptop, you have 2 USB 3.1 ports and a 2-in-1 card reader. On the left side of the keyboard, you have your audio input and output, another USB 3.1, and lastly, all the way to the left is your key lock. At the back, we have the power in and Ethernet port, a HDMI 2.0 output port, and a Thunderbolt 3 port. I really like the design of having your power adapter connecting through the back because it makes everything, all the cables, so much more tidier. As you can probably tell by now, this laptop is very capable of running all sorts of games. Plus, you can really customize it online on their website. So because of that, I'm not going to be running benchmarks for this video. There are a handful of other videos on YouTube doing that. Instead, this review will be more of a practical use review of this laptop, especially for my use case where I want to game while I travel and potentially stream also. Game streaming on this laptop is definitely possible because these laptops can be fitted up to the RTX cards. And the RTX cards have an NVENC encoder which takes the streaming load of your CPU to your GPU. So I have a few trips lined up and I'm gonna bring this laptop. Obviously, I'm gonna put it to its test, make sure that it is my ultimate travel gaming and streaming laptop. So I'll be back in a few weeks and I'll give you my full thoughts on this. Alright, see you guys.
One eternity later.
It is my ultimate travel gaming and streaming laptop. Hey guys, welcome to my editing side of the table. Anyway, ultimate gaming travel laptop. So how does the Illegear Onyx G fare against that statement? And there's no easy way to say this, but it's both yes and no. Let me run through some of the pros and cons because I've taken this on a few short trips over these past few weeks. Let's start with some cons, the negatives. Now I realize that some of these things that I say will not really make sense because this is a gaming laptop. So firstly, this thing weighs 2.1 kilograms. That's not including the somewhat hefty power brick. So putting this in your bag, and imagine if you are bringing this back throughout your travels, in your backpack the whole day, you're definitely going to feel it. It's going to eat into your shoulders. So whenever I needed to bring this laptop out, I made sure it's fully charged and I left the power brick. There's no way I'm going to bring the power brick with me if I'm walking with this backpack for a long time. The second one, the fans run pretty loud, and I'm not talking about when you're gaming intensely. Sometimes when you're running just even a light game, the fan gets really loud. And I understand that to cool this hardware in such a, what I think is quite a sleek gaming body, it's not easy. So the fans get loud. It's not the end of the world. I'm wearing headphones anyway, but I think it's just something that you should know. My iMac decided to do an update. What a Windows thing to do. Terrible timing. Anyway, next con or negative that I have to say about this laptop. Let's put it as point of improvement. Let's not say negative. Okay, next point of improvement, the webcam. There's not much to say about this because you saw how it looks like and how it sounds like. And Illegear is doing something about it, so they are definitely looking into upgrading their webcams, and in fact, their newer laptops have much better webcams. So that's pretty much it for the places that they can improve on this laptop. I'm sure they'll address it in the next release. I really like this laptop. Some of the key highlights that I want to talk about is that this thing is built like a tank. There is literally no flex at all on it. And the screen, oh my god, the screen, it is so beautiful. Paired with this very narrow bezel, it looks amazing. Windows Hello is a definite plus. It's a nice way to sign in. The keyboard is great. I wish there was one without the numpad, but that's just me. The speakers sound well, the trackpad is smooth. I really like this laptop. But I'm sure you guys are really interested on how this thing performs. And from my testing of gaming, I didn't get to stream unfortunately. Everything ran well. There was no speed issues, no thermal throttling. The fan was loud, but I'm wearing headphones, so it didn't really matter. It was good. It was a good experience, and I really enjoyed bringing this laptop with me when I travel. So is this laptop the right one for you? If you are a gamer or even a content creator, video editor on the move, this is definitely worth checking out. Not only is it jam-packed with so much performance, it's got a really good screen and it's built so well in such a nice, shape. I really think this is something for you guys to consider. And even if this is not the right laptop for you, you should still check out Illegear's website because they have a ton of other desktop and laptops. And the customizability options are endless. You are bound to find something that works for you. So that's pretty much it for this video. My iMac is still updating. By the way, this is the first time I'm reviewing a laptop, so if there's any points to improve, please let me know. I'd love to do better because I'm sure Illegear will be sending more in the future. Right, that's all for me for now, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye!